Oh, thank you. Enjoying the low rides?
Oh yeah, every day. Every day.
So what's happening here? We're filming the Good Guys show on Rhino's radar to YouTube channel. I'm walking past and I just see this awesome heartbreaker just going up into the
Yes. A lot of work.
The crowd.
A lot of power, yeah.
A lot of power.
Yeah, power. A lot of money too. Money.
And now the time has started up again. We're going to try and catch that once again up close, but it's absolutely brilliant. Not all Good Guys do the low rider show.
It's the only one.
It's the only one.
The only one in San Diego.
There you go. Well, we hope that it travels around and goes to all the other shows as well, because we love it. The crowd loves it.
Pretty good.
So tell us. Well, I'm hoping to get some interviews on the inside, but what's involved for the car to go on the back to the
Like what they said, a lot of power, a lot of voltage. The more voltage you have, the more power it has for those pumps to come back and forth. And the reaction, it's all reaction time. These guys have a special way. It's reaction time.
Yeah.
And that's what does it.
There's a fine detail involved.
Yes, ma'am.
And by the hop in the back.
And you can go all the way back.
In the same building with the back. You know,
yeah, you're
I'm
right.
getting interviewed right now.
And
getting interviewed.
before, that's what the main thing was.
Yeah. But
if you
like in the
the
back of the
history,
exhibit,
that's what they wanted to do. But
I don't
you know
see
what?
you.
In all reality,
Yeah. So look, Mike Myers
they
was parked in the front.
involved in this with the chains and everything else. It's incredible.
I see it. I'm literally like in the back of the exhibit.
Some of them will stand up and they'll stay there.
Oh, you are? Okay.
But again, that just gives a credit to the guy in the switches to make sure that he's leveraged to get to that point. And we just keep going.
Tony, you did that.
And how many times are we going to be doing that?
You know what? I don't have that answer.
Okay.
All I know is that, experiencing it, our cars are inside. The ones that are really more shiny, glamorous.
More custom,
yes.
be more careful. You
Yes.
can't roll them around.
Yes.
We're going to check out some of the low riders inside. So what's your name?
My name's Jose.
Jose, I'm Donna. It's a pleasure to
Nice
meet
to meet
you.
you.
I have not gone inside yet. We've been walking around. There's so much happening here at the Good Guys, but I am going to be walking in there. To catch you in your low
Mine's the baby blue one.
baby blue one.
Yes.
There's only going to be one baby blue.
There's only been one baby blue, and there's only going to be one Granada in this whole place.
One Granada.
Yep.
Okay, well, I can't miss
Okay.
that. I'm going
All
to
right. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we all know.
Nowhere to expect for that to happen when we're doing crazy, awesome, amazing stunts like this. I hope you guys have been enjoying that, but we're going to get inside and get up close and personal. Thank you, Han, with some of the custom lowriders, the ones that you wouldn't want flipping on those back wheels. So let's get inside. We're going to be checking out some lowriders now. Saw the awesome show outside, but let's start with this brilliant 83 El Camino. Mate, it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I love what you've got. Walk me through it. What have you done? Let's start at the top.
Yes, this is our hydraulics setup. This is the oil tank. These are the motors, and all the rest are just the lines to feed them in and out. Yes.
Even the tank looks like a work of art.
Yes, correct. Yes.
It's an absolute work of art.
Yes, it is.
Before we have a look at the engine carriage and the other stuff you've done, the big elephant in the room is the beautiful pinstriping.
Right.
Tell me about that.
The pinstriping is all done by Lefty's pinstriping out in Yucaipa. The paint job is done by Perfect Colors out in Indio. The interior is all done by California Upholstery out in Bell Gardens.
That interior needs a whole minute on its own.
Yes.
Coming back to the pinstriping, you picked the colors. Where did your thought come from?
But pretty much I picked the colors, and a friend of mine, Perfect Colors, that painted it. He pretty much did the design and stuff like that, but all the colors and stuff like that is pretty much him, yes. So he
Where did your inspiration come from to use the beautiful purples and the pinks?
This is actually, I don't know if you see, it's a cancer brain tumor awareness. That's actually my wife. She had a brain tumor. She's still here, but this is pretty much all her colors and stuff like that. So that's where we came up with all these colors. Yes.
I'm so happy that your wife is doing well.
Right.
And you've done this in memory and in dedication for her.
Yeah, this is all her color. Yes.
Because it's such a battle. Cancer is.
Yes.
And you've done this so beautifully to raise awareness.
Correct.
People get drawn, they come up to you, and then you can tell them as well.
Correct.
The fight with cancer.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Well done on that. And of course, look at this. Cars are always very special to us.
Right.
And anytime we get something and we customize it, and then we personalize it,
Yes.
it takes it to another level.
Yes. Yes.
What did you start off with? The 83 El Camino, what did it look like?
It was all white.
Okay.
It was all white. The interior was gray. It was just a stock car. Yes. And then we actually painted the car first, and then we did the interior, and then we started doing the hydraulics and this, and then we went to the undercarriage. It was a little backwards, but we got it all done. Yes.
I absolutely love this. I was watching the show outside, and those cars were pretty crazy with the stuff that they were doing. I thought to myself, the nicer custom cars are on the inside, and they're not going to be out there doing the wheelies.
No, not on this one. No, this one. And you could see down there, we got mirrors on the arms and stuff like that. So
There's so much happening. We start here with the wheels.
Okay, these are all my actually 520 13 wire wheels, and these are just Zenith wire wheels. Was engraved knockoffs.
I love the engraving. Stands out.
Right.
Shines and sparkles.
Yes, and then again the pinstriping done by Lefty.
There's pinstriping even on the wheels, everybody. It's such a work of art when it gets down to the even on the inside.
Correct.
Thank you. I'm going to say thank you for putting mirrors down here.
Yes, that way you could see down there. Yes, correct.
Look at that.
Yeah, actually the fuel tank. Even
Tank.
yes, the gas, and then even our shocks and stuff like that.
And what shock system have you used?
Just regular shocks. They're just painted.
So much work. There is so much work and detail that's involved.
Correct. Yes.
How long did it take?
It actually took us 2 years to build this. Yes.
What about just the paint?
The paint and the interior was 1 year, and all the undercarriage was another year. Yes. So 2 years.
If someone's doing the undercarriage, pinstriping it to this level, obviously the car is on a lift.
Right.
Does that mean that this poor person, this very talented poor person, is working, looking up?
Right. We didn't actually. The car was on a lift. We didn't have it on a rotisserie, so it was on the lift. So my painter was actually laying on his back and painting and stuff like that. Yes.
It reminds you back of the churches, the cathedrals, the way their ceilings were painted.
Right. Let me turn on the lights. I think I stepped there. Oh, somebody stepped on it. Yeah. But yeah, everything else is in chrome and stuff like that.
To have shiny chrome with something like this.
Yes.
And I love the sparkly color as well.
And it's a little dark, but this is where I have my hydraulic batteries. If you could see, it's a little dark in there.
I can see. How many do you have in there?
4. There's 4 batteries. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It is for up and down. That's all I want.
How many colors in total?
There's actually 5 colors in total. People think a lot more, but there's 5 colors. Yeah. And all this here is pinstripe.
I love the fade you've got going on.
Right. Yeah, and also here.
Yeah. Now we're going to go look on the inside.
Two quick questions.
How long did it take to restore and how much were left?
2 years.
2 years and how much?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Over 100.
Sure.
Over 150. You would get a lot of those questions.
Yeah, yeah, I really don't know.
What are you doing? Because you lose track.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
And this has been done for your wife. So
Uh-huh.
it's not about thinking and budgeting it at that
Right.
time. That's something that she's going to love. Now, did she have a part as well in the bill?
Yeah, well, like the colors. She picked the colors, yeah, and stuff like that. But the little murals, I mean, I know she likes, she liked the butterflies, the roses. So she like,
Let's go around to the
okay, no problem.
Is she here with us today?
Yes, she is. Like here, see, you got this. See, you got that, and stuff like that.
Cruising El Camino.
That's the name of the vehicle, yes. We named it Cruising El Camino. And if you could see on this paint job here in the center, it's like water effects.
I haven't seen that before. Tell me about the water effect.
Yeah, it's just water. I guess he sprays water on it and then he just lets it dry and puts clear over it, and that's all the water stains. So
Nice.
yeah,
You've chosen to do that just on the side, in the middle, and on the
yeah, correct, yeah,
beautiful face.
yes.
An absolute work of art.
Yes,
Do you drive around in this?
correct.
You know, do you take your wife around for drive?
I really don't drive it too much because of the underneath, but we do drive it here and there, but not really far because I don't want to get all that scratched
I
up.
don't blame you.
Yes.
I don't blame you. Well, I've appreciated you so much. Absolutely beautiful. Are you here for a class in the guys?
Okay.
Do you know what class you are in?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I'm not in no car club. That's just my last name.
Brilliant. Appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was just asking you, Mike, if if you had if you were in any class or for the awards.
I didn't know. Yeah.
But congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys just won Best of Show.
Right. We just found out now. Yes.
Karina, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Love it.
She was asking on all the colors. Why all the colors? I told those are your favorite colors. So.
You've done so well. Oh, thank you.
My grandson.
Thank you, sweetheart. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you're in good health now.
Thank you.
And what better way than to promote the awareness
Thank
of
you.
tumor and cancer. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful car now.
Yes.
It's awesome. Congratulations again. Thank you. It's a beautiful classic Impala,
Thank you very much.
made into a lowrider.
Yes. We've been working on it for about 20 years. Invested a lot of time, a lot of money. It's a lot of fun. It's a big passion for us. A lot of passion.
The passion for lowriders or
Yes.
classic cars in general?
Floor riding.
Lowrider.
yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we start with the engine compartments? Come
Okay.
and tell me. Because I think this right here is what draws everybody in.
Yes.
Done it well with the mirrors.
Thank you very
There's a
much.
lot of chrome.
A lot of chrome.
What am I looking at, Robert?
So right there, you're looking at a 350 engine, and I have a 350 transmission. And like you said, everything, a lot of stuff was dipped in chrome. We've done a lot of work on it. Valve covers, the wheel wells, the carburetor parts, the air cleaner, the radiator, just chrome. Everything I've seen with metal, I chrome and added more chrome. And of course, we're not done yet. There's still a couple of things.
Well,
Yes.
I love that. What I also love is that you haven't hidden anything. Everything
No.
is right there.
Yes.
It's just presented beautifully.
Thank you very much. Yes. And of course, with the lights, it brings out the chrome, so it makes it shine a little bit more.
absolutely beautiful lowrider Impala, Chevrolet Impala.
Yes.
What was it like, and when did you start turning this into a lowrider?
Well, I've had other cars that they're lowriders, but I wanted a convertible. So I bought the car about 20 something years ago, and little by little we started putting money into it. And it was in good condition. You can drive it and everything, but I wanted to make it my style. I wanted to put my love into it. I wanted to make it my car. So we just started putting money into it, and we had a lot of fun. It's been in 2 film festivals, Latino film festivals, and a lot of weddings, quinceañeras. They done a movie with it here in San Diego.
Oh, what movie was that?
It was called. It's about some ambulance companies that they were fighting for
Okay.
customers, and the lowrider was in it and stuff.
Nice.
So we've had a lot of fun with it.
And why the Impala into? I know there's a fair few Impalas that have been turned into lowriders.
Right. It's just more of a classic car. More. These were all these cars back in the '60s when the Chevrolet made the Impala. They were more affordable for the hardworking people. They weren't the expensive cars. They were the more of a low budget car. And
Okay. Absolutely love the lowriders here, everybody. Now, Rabbit, I was mentioning to you, there's a big Latino presence in the lowrider community.
right.
Where does that stem from?
Well, like I was telling you, back in the days, because our families didn't have so much money, they were buying these cars because they were a lot cheaper in price. So then they got hand-me-downs, like our old shoes or our old clothes that we grow out of them.
Yeah.
We give them to our younger brothers or our family members, and of course, back in the late 50s, early 60s, when a lot of the young men went to war and came out, well, they would see some of their friends with their cars and say, "Wow, I want to do that." And you got to remember, back when the young men went to war, they learned a trade. They learned how to paint. They learned how to work on cars or customize them. So that when they came out, they were able to start working on their own cars. And they were saying, "Oh my goodness, let's change them up." And they just became lowriders,
Wow, nice.
So-
I love it. I always love hearing the history behind the
Yes.
classics.
There's a lot of history. That's just a little touch of it. There's other good stories, beautiful stories. Those are just some of the stories that I know that we grew up with. I've been lowriding for about 45 years. My wife's been lowriding for 45 years, so we know a lot of the history and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Well, I love it. And you guys do such beautiful work with it.
thank you very much.
Let's continue looking on the inside.
Sure.
Beautiful convertible here. Very nice.
So,
What is it?
so my interior, it's a super sport.
Okay.
That's why I got the bucket seats, and it's all the original interior. But I have a lot of accessories General Motors put out, like the chrome in the back of the seat, some of the lights inside, the spotlights, the mirrors, and just little trinkets that General Motors put out back in the 60s. We have a lot of that stuff in our car.
It's beautiful.
And as you can see, it's very, very original and clean.
Yes, very clear.
And we do drive them. We drive them a lot.
You drive this as well.
Yes, we drive them a lot. And I have my trunk.
Now, this is what makes it a lowrider.
Yes. Well, what makes it a lowrider is the smaller tires, and then we added the hydraulics to make them low to the ground, to drop them as low as we can go and cruise low and slow.
Low and slow, definitely, because when a paint job looks this good,
Right.
you have to be careful on how low you go.
Well, yes and no. Cars were made to drive, but we don't want to destroy them if we drive them too much. But we do drive them. A lot of people like to, from a car show, take them home and that's it. We drive our cars.
You cruise around and enjoy
Oh man, we enjoy our cars. California has beautiful weather, so we get to enjoy them all year long.
it. Now, you're here with a big group of people.
Yes.
Who were you traveling with?
So my car club is Impalas Car Club, and our mother chapter is in San Jose, California, but we have 43 chapters of Impalas. So we're all over the United States, like they say. I'm blessed to say that I'm the national president of all our chapters of Impalas.
Come over here, Mr. Rabbit. Come away from that speaker.
Okay.
I'm so glad that I walked up to your car because I haven't just met one of the members, but I've met the actual president of the entire.
Yes, yeah, the national president.
National president.
National
I do know
president.
how to pick at everybody. I'm
Yes.
really lucky with that.
All right, well, that's great.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, as part of your car club, what are some of the things that you guys do?
Well, we do a lot of quinceañeras. We do, sadly, we've done funerals, weddings. We participate with cancer, with church. We donate a lot to the schools. We work with the teachers and students. They can come. We'll give them a ride if they have good grades. We're very involved with the community too. So, we're very proud of that. And in our car club, in Impalas, all of our Impalas, 100% family. Yes, back in the days, in the 60s, late 70s, it was just about the guys. Get in our cars and let's go look for a girl,
I know,
and
because I've been seeing everybody's here with their wives, their girlfriends.
And little by little, as we met our wives, our girlfriends became our wives. We had kids. So now we are gotten older and we have grandkids, but it's all about family now. As you can see, there's children walking around,
Yep.
and a lot of the people are with their wives and all that. So that's one beautiful thing.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
The atmosphere here is brilliant. Everybody is so friendly. Everyone's just having a good time.
I'm glad to hear that. Although we have the tattoos and we look scary and all that,
Oh,
but I'm glad you were approachable. I'm glad you approached us.
I'm very comfortable.
Because a lot of people look at us like, oh my goodness, who are those guys or
So,
girls?
if you've got a nice looking car, no matter what you look like,
Oh, there you
God
go.
is gonna walk
Yes, so
over.
yes. So the girl's gonna look at you. I don't care if he's fat, ugly, or skinny. I'm
Doesn't
gonna.
matter, I'll look it up.
And I look at his car. It's beautiful. So,
And then what I love the most is no matter who it is that I walk up to, I find out the story and the person behind it, the person
Yes,
behind the car.
yes. There's a lot of
That's what I
beautiful
love.
stories. When we got them, how we got them, our families, our kids, and the people that we talked to. I love to talk. That I'll tell you.
That's fine. I
And
like to talk too.
yeah, so we've met people from Australia, Japan, from all over the world that come and talk to you about your car, and they're intrigued. They want to know more about it, the culture, your car, the lowrider. What is the lowrider? How does it work? So
It's like me. It's like me. I'm from
which
Australia
is
too.
great. Oh, beautiful. And that's what we love. That people get interested and they want to find out about the culture, and it's a beautiful art. Beautiful artwork.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
I'm so happy that I met you and I appreciate your
Likewise,
time.
likewise.
Your beautiful car. You've got your club here as
Yes,
well.
I have some of my members are here. They're walking around and enjoying the show. Like I said, my car is a 1962 Chevy Impala, and the name of it is called the Crystal Ship. It's a song from the Doors, the group The Doors. So, and one thing we do, we enjoy our car a lot.
I love it. Thank you so much, Mr.
You're
Rabbit.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Let me give you one.
All right, everybody, we're still here at the Lowriders, at the Good Guys. Can't seem to pull myself away. There is just so many beautiful looking classics here, and they're all Lowriders, and yours is a work of art, Henry.
Thank you.
How
Thank
are you
you.
going?
Well, I owe it all to my wife. She helped me invest in it.
Okay, that's always a good response.
Yes.
Let's walk over to your car now. Let's start with, what is it?
It's a 1947 Fleetmaster made by Chevy.
And how long have you had the car for?
I've had it for over 10 years.
Over 10 years. And 10 years ago, what did it look like?
It was just a shell, dark primer shell.
does that mean?
It was just the body, nothing interior.
Oh, it's a shell.
Yes. And
Accents, everybody. I have one accent, you've got an accent.
so I did all the paint job on the inside myself. That's all done, out of my garage. Well, the whole paint job was done out of my garage.
Wow, Henry, I love to hear you say that because there's a lot of work involved. Before we go on the inside, why don't we have a look at the start? Let's start here at the hood. The artwork and detail is amazing.
I have two different artists that did the murals.
Okay, let's start with that.
The hood was done by Enrique Estrada, all freehand. The murals on the doors, all the way to the back of the trunk, was done by John Wilmot.
Freehand work, wow.
Freehand work.
Wow. And did you give them ideas? What is the inspiration behind the image?
I told them I wanted to stay within the Aztec and Mayan culture, bring back the cultura back, and show what we're about.
Wow, tell me about that. I don't know much about it.
The cultura is our culture that a lot of people are forgetting through the years. And it's just showing where we come from, Aztec tribes, from the Mayan tribes, and it's just bringing it all back to what we are now.
Wow, very nice. I love that because I love history.
There you
So
go.
it's always good to preserve the past.
Exactly.
It's the only way forward.
That's it.
I love it, and I love that you've incorporated that in your Chevy. What is this thing? What am I looking at here?
That's the Aztec calendar.
Oh.
Yes.
Does that also have 12 months?
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, now let's get to the work. How many colors involved?
I got there's 5 different colors. You got your base is the champagne.
Champagne.
It's the champagne. The white with the pearls in it was done by me. The patterns were done by John Wilmot, and the murals, it's co-labored 2 different artists.
And I love how the work is continuing on to the top of the car.
All the way to the back.
These lines that have been faded in.
These lines are called old school lines. They're straight runners.
I was looking at these lines here.
This is a little bit of variegating. This is variegated. These are pinstripes.
Very nice. Everything's been done so well to complement the bolder stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
The fine pinstripe in the line. It's absolutely brilliant. What are we looking at the wheels? What type of wheels do you have?
They're China's. 13-inch, 13 by 7s. You got your Aztec and Mayan murals on the sides.
I love this part here over the wheel.
A lot of copper, a lot of variegated.
There is so much work here. Henry, how long did it take to finish it?
About 3 years.
Okay, it's not too bad. 3 years. And was the engine work as well as the paint?
No, I changed out the engine, all the driveline. I put it to a 78 Nova from a 250 motor with a 350 transmission and a Nova rear end. I changed my front end to a disc brakes.
You have to do that.
You have to upgrade it.
I love the wheel covers.
These are not original skirts. I had them made for this car. They're a little offset, but I like it. It was my satisfaction.
Why not? It's yours, right, mate?
Yes.
Wow, I do like the back mirroring.
Yes. The back end here was done by John Wilmot.
Tell me about the mural. I love it. You've got a soldier, an eagle.
You got your soldier that his bride got struck down, and then you got your other soldier. ready for battle.
Wow, beautiful. Your whole car tells a story.
Yes, everything. If you look up the history of the Aztec warriors and the Mayans, it'll tell you a story about them.
I love it. Diego style, that's your
Diego
car?
style, that's my car club.
And what do you guys do?
We cruise, we have fun. We're a family-oriented car club out of San Diego, National City area. We're not just one area, we are all South Bay.
Nice, nice. And is it all lowriders?
All low riders.
I thought so. And you know what else? You have presented this so well. You've got props around the car.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute, but come around here. Let's go inside.
See the pedal car that matches it?
I love the pedal car. I love it. It's so cute. What is on the outside of the car here?
The foxtail. Swamp cooler. This is a swamp cooler, and it's air conditioning, a water cooler from back in 1947. They didn't have AC back then, so they fill this up with halfway with water, and there's a coil inside that you turn it and lets the air go in and cools off the inside.
Wow, and you've got that functioning.
It works, yes.
Love it. It is so vintage. It is so vintage. So let's have a look inside because you've done all of this work yourself.
Yes, all the inside was done by myself. All the wood grain on the dash.
I've seen a fair few wood grain work today because there's a lot of woodies on the show. Yours is different, and I love that it complements the artwork on the outside.
Yes.
Henry, can you open this door for me? I just want to show everybody how nice this wood grain is. Look at that. It's almost like artwork in itself, right? It's complementing the work on the outside. How long have you been loving lowriders for?
I've been doing lowriders almost all my life.
Okay.
It's just a culture that we have, and we just work at it. It's a love that we have for it.
I've noticed it. I love it. I haven't explored much lowriders on the channel. I've always liked the look of them, but coming here today, it's really giving me a sense of the culture behind it and just the passion and the work that
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life. I appreciate this so much.
That's why we say lowriding is not a crime. It's a career. It's a way of life. You know.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.